Karen Red has been found not guilty of second-degree murder in the death of her Boston police officer boyfriend, John O'Keefe. The jury, however, found her guilty of operating a vehicle under the influence. The verdict was reached on Wednesday, after approximately 22 hours of deliberation. Cheers erupted from Red's supporters outside the courthouse upon hearing the news. The case centered around the events of January 29, 2022, when O'Keefe was found unresponsive in a snowbank outside a Canton home after a night of drinking. Prosecutors argued that Reed intentionally struck O'Keefe with her SUV and left him to die in the snow. They pointed to a strained relationship between the couple and angry voicemails Reed allegedly left for O'Keefe. The defense, however, claimed that Reed was framed and that O'Keefe was beaten inside the home, attacked by a dog, and then left outside as part of a conspiracy. They argued that police planted evidence against Reed. Reed's defense team cast doubt on the prosecution's case, suggesting Reed was a scapegoat for O'Keefe's death. They highlighted a network of people in O'Keefe's social circle, including federal agent Brian Higgins, who exchanged flirtatious texts with Reed. The defense questioned if this led to a fatal confrontation inside the Albert residence. The first trial in 2024 ended in a mistrial due to a hung jury. Several jurors from the first trial reportedly indicated they were set to acquit Red of 2 charges but deadlocked on a third. Throughout the second trial, Reed's attorneys maintained that O'Keefe was beaten and bitten by a dog inside the home in Canton, and that evidence was planted against Reed. Key figures in the case included Brian Albert, a retired Boston police officer who owned the home where O'Keefe's body was found. Albert testified that O'Keefe never entered his home the night of the incident. The defense alleged that Albert orchestrated a cover-up. Michael Proctor, the lead investigator in the case, was fired from the Massachusetts State Police due to sending derogatory text messages about Reed. He called her a whack job and said he wished she would kill herself. The State Police Trial Board found Proctor guilty of violating regulations related to unsatisfactory performance and alcoholic beverages. Judge Beverly Cannon presided over both trials.